Hi, I'm going to present about sleep hacking for travelers because I guess most of you are avid travelers, and I used to sleep very badly and very poorly. I actually have obstructive sleep apnea. So the idea of sleep hacking is actually to try and get your monophasic sleep, like what most people do, they sleep at night, and get into deep sleep as much as possible. And try and avoid too much light sleep. So I look at hotels. Hotels are designed for you to have very restful sleep in terms of the lighting, in terms of how the curtains cover, in terms of the pillows, in terms of the bed itself. How do you get that good sleep? But the reality is that when we travel, especially when we travel in economy class, you don't actually have good experiences. When you're trying to sleep, it's actually very difficult. So how do we fix that? So one of the things that I tried doing when I traveled from Singapore to London, which is like a 12-hour trip, is to try wearing a sleeping mask. And the person sitting beside me had a really shitty time after that because he didn't wear a sleeping mask. And the other thing I did was to buy this pillow, which I wore, and you can buy them on Amazon. And basically, it allows you to sleep on your side. I'm a side sleeper. And you probably want to wear earplugs if you're in economy class because there will be crying babies, there will be people talking, sometimes people get a little bit too excited, or sometimes people watch comedy and they laugh a little bit too loud. And it's also said that it's good to drink Gatorade, just so that you replenish and hydrate yourself. It's actually better. You need electrolyte to hydrate yourself while you're up in the air. And normally, the sock on your left is basically, I mean, it's just to regulate temperature, and it's really good to just sleep in with a blanket. Let's say you're doing Airbnb. Sometimes they don't provide that. And if you're sleeping on a plane, you probably wouldn't feel very lethargic. You sweat, probably trying to rush and catch your plane. Having a wet tissue around just to kind of like get yourself refreshed really helps. So the other thing I want to touch about is before you sleep and how changing those sleep habits can really help you have better sleep and more restful sleep. And one of them is actually trying to avoid looking at your screens before you sleep. There's this app I use called Flux, and the idea is that what you do is trying to block off all the blue light on your mobile phones, on your iPads, on your laptop, and I found that it actually helped me a lot. And contrary to that, if let's say you're struggling with, I forgot what the term is called, but if you're struggling with like, shucks, I just lost that. But anyway, I also try to meditate before I sleep, and meditation actually helps you to get into more of a restful state, and generally after that, you get into sleep more easily rather than tumbling left and right for maybe an hour. So restful sleep while traveling isn't a myth, and everyone can actually do that. Just share some tips, and feedback and suggestions are welcome. Thank you.